Welcome to this year's production of Prince Charmless. It is so awesome to see so many of you out here. The students have worked very hard over the last 2 months, and they've done a fantastic job. You're in for a real treat today. I'd like to introduce my seniors. Lacey Beats, Sam Diamond, Jared Deedy, Kyla Melchizedek, Kennedy Ashe, Audrey Gall, Morgan Cruz, Logan, aka Luke Winkler, my stage crew, Christy Muck, Kendra Rakusik, Lindsay Raker, Garrett Katalik, and Jared Klochek. They've all done an outstanding job. I wish them well in their future. I've had most of them all 4 years, so it's going to be sad to see you guys go. So, break a leg. In addition to my seniors, I would just like to thank my entire cast for all the hard work that they've put in. And just a few notes, if you have a cell phone, if you would turn it off at this time, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, enjoy the play.
This is your lucky day, my fine young fellow. We are the minstrels you seek, for us we may play a song for you or tell you a riddle for a nominal fee, of course.
You know, a crust of bread, maybe a penny, maybe your hat. I bet that would taste okay boiled up with some rosemary.
Actually, I don't have any victuals or money. I just want to join your band of traveling minstrels. Dedicate my life to the arts, sleep under the stars, travel the open roads.
Yeah, I'll go pick that rosemary for the tambourine.
Look, kid, you don't want to join our band of minstrels.
But I do. I've always wanted to be a minstrel.
Business isn't so great right now.
So, what is your hat made of? Is it organic?
What does it matter if it's organic?
I try to eat only organic foods.
You care whether or not your food's organic when we're starving?
Well, excuse me for trying to reduce the number of toxins I ingest, okay?
I've always wanted to be a minstrel. It's a life dream. I've traveled days to find your band.
Look, kid, villagers don't really appreciate minstrels in these parts. Looks like they're arriving at market. You can see what we mean.
Rolls, get your piping hot rolls, fresh from the oven, $1 a piece while they last. Rolls, get your piping hot rolls. Rolls, fluffy, hot, best in Pickering-on-Trent.
They're the only rolls sold in Pickering-on-Trent.
Now, no need to be bitter.
Bitter? Me? It's not like I'm indentured to serve Lady Pomsey for free manual labor, never to leave my serfdom, with no prospects or personal growth of fulfillment.
Yes, well, look on the bright side. You, don't seem to have a plaque from what I can tell.
Someone is always trying to defraud me. Merchants with their overpriced goods, my feudal master,
Excuse me.
or no good beggars like minstrels.
But surely you need minstrels.
About as much as I need the Black Death.
Okay, how would you know what's happening in the wide world without minstrels such as this band to inform you?
I'm stuck here hauling turnips for life, kid. You really think I care about what Wimbles all the ladies in court are donning this spring? Or what feudal lord is fighting another lord over whatever?
We're not into minstrels here. Let Lady Pomsey tell you. Your Grace, please inform this visitor to our new policy against minstrels.
Certainly. Due to the current rain session and the necessary cutting back of public funds, the ruling powers here in Pickering-on-Trent,
Meaning you, Mother.
yes, meaning me, Hildegard Dearstatter, have decided to cut the unnecessary funding of the arts.
Meaning no minstrels of any kind.
But why cut the arts?
We couldn't cut turnip planting, serfs have to eat, you know, or the church to win witch hunting expeditions. Very important to public health and safety. Or jousting tournaments. Very vital.
Okay, witch hunting makes sense. But jousting? You will still pay exuberant sums to watch two guys come at each other with pointed sticks. But you won't pay a penny for someone to play you a lively tune to liven your spirits?
That's the general idea, yes.
Why are you so clearly upset by this? I've always wanted to be a minstrel. It's a life dream.
Well, you'll never be a minstrel in Pickering-on-Trent, I'm afraid.
Have you ever considered oh my gosh, okay. Did you ever consider farming turnips?
No
There are several
thanks.
things on purpose.
No thanks.
Look, what kind of skill set do you have?
You mean I might have what it takes to be a minstrel? Well, if you can sing like me.
To paradise, the land so far away.
To paradise, the land so far away. Not really.
Well, what about dance, like me?
Limber up. All right.
everyone, she might be a witch.
Relax. It's just a colloquialism.
What's that? Sounds evil.
Are you sure it's a colloquialism? Sounds like an aphorism.
A truism?
Maybe a spoonerism, but don't listen to me. I'm just a circ.
Well, I'm the feudal lady, and I say it's a malapropism.
Anyways, can you tell jokes like me? How many witch hunters did it take to screw in a light bulb? Light bulbs? Any guesses? There's no light in the dark ages, folks. Get it? Thank you. You've been a great audience. Thank you.
I'm not good at telling jokes either. Hey, what do you do?
Me?
Yeah, if they sing, dance, and tell jokes, what does that leave you?
I'm their ringleader, their booking agent. I group their tours, barter for their venues, report their earnings to the Doomsday Book, that kind of thing.
I don't think I'd be good at that either.
Surely you must have something special about you.
I think you'd be good at hauling turnips. Want to try?
No thanks.
Are you charming?
Well, why is that important?
A performer should be charming, charismatic, have a persona, an edge, and an angle.
Makes sense.
Actually, Hildegard, you don't need to be charming or charismatic to be a great performer. Let me tell you. Once upon a time, there was a prince.
Was he handsome?
Not really.
Was he intelligent?
Not particularly.
Was he brave?
Nope.
Well, could he sing?
Certainly not.
Dance, maybe.
Deplorably.
Tell jokes?
Not in the least.
What could he do?
Well, he couldn't joust, ride a horse, fight dragons, whistle, snap his fingers, or even rollerblade. In fact, he couldn't do too much of anything. And that is why, although his real name is Prince Percival, everyone in the kingdom called him Prince Charmless.
Penelope, I never want to hear rubbish like that again. Now be a good girl and run along and fetch your brother here at once.
No need, Penelope. Here I am. What is it, Mom and Dad?
Well, you see, Percival, we think perhaps you should tell him, Millicent.
Well, you see, Percival, your father and I think that you are just perfect. Wonderful.
But we can't help wanting you to be a little more prince-like. Maybe a little more charming.
Really, Percival, you don't joust, you don't go on quests.
Must I?
Well, most princes have at the very least found a unicorn or defeated a dragon by your age, while you, on the other hand, will barely touch your sword, and you seem almost frightened of your fencing master, Sir Winfrid, and he really is as gentle as a lamb.
I'm not frightened. It's just his daughter. She's so... Never mind. Must I fence? Can't I take up cooking instead?
Certainly not. Princes fence. I fenced, my father fenced, and I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that his father fenced as well. Princes fence. That's the way things are.
Quite right, Bertram. Percival, your father and I aren't only worried because you are, how should we say, behind in your fencing. You won't go to your dancing lessons, and you've scarcely been invited to a ball.
But balls are so dull. All you do is stand around and talk to people. Or worse, dance. Plus, the food they they serve is rubbish. It's usually over-seasoned and undercooked.
You are not cooking, and that's final.
Not even a really simple salmon garnished in a dill and yogurt sauce?
Certainly not. Although, I do like salmon. I mean, no more cooking.
It's not only the lack of quests. You lack subtle social graces that are quite essential for all princes.
I really am trying to become more charming. Like just the other day, I complimented her ladyship, Viscountess Nigella.
Oh yes, she told me about that. She said that you told the Viscountess that her hair looks like a pile of spaghetti.
Not spaghetti, linguine.
You told someone their hair looked like pasta?
Well, I like pasta, especially with pesto, sun-dried tomatoes, and a touch of white wine so the flavors really pop.
Me too. I mean, no more cooking.
Percival, ladies generally don't like it when you compare their hair to Italian dishes.
Greek dishes, maybe?
Never mind. We won't try to change you for the world, darling. Just try and make you more like other princes.
So basically, change you completely.
Why don't you tell him, Royal Advisor?
Of course, Your Grace Quinlilicent. You see here, young Prince Percival. Your parents have granted you the noble task to help you become more charming. I have called in several experts to assist in improving your current state of charminess. Shall I bring out my first guest?
Do, and quickly. All this talk about pasta's making me hungry.
Me too. I haven't eaten in weeks. I'm sorry. I'm going. Don't stop the story.
What do you think is for lunch?
Well, I was thinking about making sautéed scallops with watercress and ginger.
That sounds wonderful. I mean, no more cooking.
Royal Advisor, bring out our first guest.
With the utmost haste, Your Majesties.
Doesn't it take more time to say you're going to do it with the utmost haste than to actually just do it?
How astute are you, Princess Penelope? Please enter royal physicians.
Physicians? Am I sick?
Perhaps.
You see, my colleague and I believe that perhaps your lack of charm could be caused by some ailment of some kind. Have you encountered any witches lately?
Not that I know of.
Kissed any frogs? Eaten any non-organic produce?
See, I told you to watch for toxins in your food.
Quiet, you're interrupting the story.
Why should I listen to you? You're just a serf.
Because I have a bucket of turnips, I would hate to accidentally fall and slip on your head.
May I continue?
Not that I know of.
Let us examine the patient.
Three?
Well, what do you think? Is he curable?
Well,
Leeches, perhaps. They are the latest in medieval sciences.
I'm even afraid leeches could not cure. I'm sorry, Your Graces, but even with our vast medical knowledge, we still cannot cure your son. Good day to you.
Do not fear, Your Majesties. I have summoned others to help cure your son. Please enter royal chef.
Bonjour, Your Majesties. Pardon-moi for my tardiness. I was preparing a souffle, could not be pardoned. You summoned?
Perfectly fine. This is about Prince Percival here.
The Prince! Wonderful boy. So, Countess, was his tiramisu the other night to die for? So, yeah, that's substantial, n'est-ce pas?
No. This is not about the tiramisu. Your Graces, I could not help thinking that Prince Percival's lack of charm was a result of poor nutrition, a dietary problem of some kind.
Oh la la, his diet. Sacre bleu, monsieur. I prepared every type of diet for his grace. He's been on a pescatarian diet, a whole foods diet, a low carb diet, a vegan diet, a sugar-free diet.
Remember when he was on the cabbage soup detox diet?
I try to forget.
There's no diet he hasn't been on. In my expert culinary opinion, there's nothing here that Prince Percival can eat that will make him charming. Well, make him as you want him to be. If my Rion quiches, creme brulees, bolivasas, and madeleines haven't fixed him, then nothing can. Sacre bleu, monsieur. I cannot help you. Now, excuse me. I have souffle to finish. Mademoiselles, monsieur, au revoir.
Of course you're excused. Thank you, Royal Chef.
Do not fear, Your Majesties. There are others I have summoned to help cure your son. Why, here comes the court jester.
The court jester?
Why not? There's a lot of comedic potential with a charmless prince. What?
Well, the jester is an entertainer. I figured that he could teach Prince Percival here, a bit how to hold an audience's attention.
Hi, you folks. You've been a great audience. Thank you, thank you. King Bertram, looking good. Queen Millicent, you lose weight, you look fabulous. And Princess Penelope, stunning, just stunning. And as for you, Prince Percival, well, your name starts with the letter P, right? That's a great letter, really great letter. So what can I do for you, your graces?
Court Jester, we were hoping that you could teach our son Prince Percival here a thing or two about being charming, since you are in the show business industry and all.
Teach Prince Percival how to be charming? Seriously, folks?
Yes.
Well, that's, gotta go, bye.
Shame you had to be going like that. It's not like him to leave a willing audience.
Isn't there anyone who can help Percival?
Yes, well, I thought that maybe perhaps the royal court master, Sir Winfrid, could find a means to assist your son. He trains all his squires in arm-to-arm combat.
Wait, Percival? Use a sword? I thought we'd given up on Percival wielding arms after he kept actually flinging the sword out of his hands every time he tried to block a blow. What? It's true.
He just needs practice, Princess Penelope, and I'll gullet out anyone who says any differently.
Now, Paige, there's no way to talk to Her Royal Highness Princess Penelope. Sorry, Your Graces, my daughter's a little spirited.
No matter, Sir Winfrid, no matter at all.
I'm sure she's quite right, though, that Percival here only needs a bit of practice.
All the same, I don't particularly like fencing. I'm rather a pacifist, you know. Make pastries, not war. That's my motto.
I always like that about you, Prince Percival.
You can call me just Percival if you'd like.
All right, Percival.
Dear Briss, don't say such drivel. Being able to wield a sword is an essential part of being a charming prince.
That's right. How is he supposed to go on quest and fight dragons if he can't even properly handle a sword?
You can already use sushi knives. Those are kind of like swords.
You are not cooking, and that's final.
But, Dad, I don't want to go on quests. I'd rather boil asparagus than lightly sauteing it with butter and garlic than go on a quest.
But what will you do with yourself?
Well, I really was interested in learning to take up Thai cooking.
You will do nothing of the sort. Princes go on quests.
Must I?
I would love to go on a quest with you. I mean, on a quest.
Me too. I mean, not on a quest. I mean, not with you. I mean, oh dear.
Well, at least try to wield a sword, son.
Now do a few light hits.
Try again, Percival.
Ready. Perhaps you were going about this all the wrong way. Perhaps you should try attacking me.
Me? Attack you?
Well, give me your best shot.
Go on, Percival.
Well, if you insist.
See what I mean?
Try again, Percival.
Must I?
I believe that's enough fencing for one day. Thank you, Sir Winfrid, and to your daughter Paige for her encouragement.
You know, I could help you learn defense, Percival, if you ever wanted to practice or anything.
Thanks, Paige. I would like that. I would like that more than crepe Suzettes. I mean, I would like that a lot.
Me too. Bye, Percival.
Why bother?
Really, Bertram?
Well, it's true, Billy. We've tried everything to make Prince Percival get charming. Everything.
Not everything, surely.
Chakra healers, psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists,
Well, we did try those.
herbalists, hypnotherapists, acupuncturists,
True enough, Bertram.
neurologists, immunologists, microbiologists, art therapists, drama therapists,
I suppose, but still.
pelopathologists, radiologists, parasitologists, and pelodectrologists.
Pelodectrologist? You just made that up.
So, it was real, we'd probably seen one of those by now, too.
Don't forget the holistic healers, the shamanic energy healers, and the sidekick.
Or the nutritionist, dietitians, and personal trainers.
All right, fine. So nothing can make Prince Percival here charming. Nothing, no one. Percival will be his usual charmless self for tonight's ball. There. Does that make you happy?
No, not really.
Hey, a ball? What ball?
No one's told him about the ball yet?
Who cares about the ball? It's hopeless. Hopeless!
Not quite, Your Majesty. There's still one more guest that we have not tried yet.
Oh.
I did not want to call her in unless we had no other choice. And with the princess's due to arrive any minute now, we are in dire need of her services.
Princesses? Wait, what's going on around here?
Well, she isn't, shall we say, reasonably priced, and a little unorthodox, but results are guaranteed.
Call her in.
Presenting the best pageant consultant in the entire kingdom, Madame Musette.
Mwah! Mwah! Good afternoon, everyone. Looking fabulous. Me? I know I look fabulous. Thank you. I know. I haven't won a beauty pageant in 10 years, if you can believe it.
I can.
Really, Penelope? Madame Musette, welcome to our gracious castle. We wish that...
I will make myself at home here quite naturally. Don't you worry, Queenie. I can call you Queenie, right? A castle? How quaint! But all the flying Beatrices, so Middle Ages, those will have to go. I brought a teensy bit of luggage. It's in the carriages. I need about 5 to fit all of my luggage. About 15 footmen to do the trick. But we can figure that out later. I can tell we're going to be fabulous friends, Queenie. Although, you should really let me show you how to do your hair. Curls and back now are the new noun hairdos for, shall we say, a more matronly chic. And you must be Princess Penelope. Mind if I call you Penny?
Yes.
Funny little thing, aren't you? 2 syllable names are the new noun. You ever think about being in beauty pageants, Penny, honey? You were just the sweetest little thing, sugar. Reminds me of myself when I was young.
Please don't say that.
Madame Musette, we can't tell you how excited we are.
Don't thank me yet. Thank me after you see the bill. And you must be Percy.
First of all, actually.
Uh-huh. Oh, dear me. Worse than I thought.
Well, what do you think? Can you help him? Paul here's a very bad case.
I said my name was Percival.
Queenie, honey, I'm sure I can help him. Madame Musette could turn an ogre into a pageant winner. I could turn a serf into a princess.
Hey, I resent that. Just because I'm a serf, it doesn't mean I'm uncouth and not charming. Turnip farming is a very sophisticated science and a noble profession.
Yeah, I'm hungry. That even turnips sound pretty attractive.
You're interrupting the story.
Actually, I don't think I can finish.
Why not?
You see, I'm kind of peckish. My friends and I really should go get something to eat.
Don't stop.
Yes, as a feudal lady of Pickering-on-Trent, I already keep telling your story.
Order her to or not. She's right. We could all use a nibble.
She can't very well tell a story on an empty stomach. Care for an alternate?
What about your rolls?
My rolls?
Certainly, as a feudal ruler of Pickering-on-Trent, I already gave them some of your rolls.
Happy to oblige. Now continue. What happened next?
Can I throw a turnip at that Madame Musette?
No, you can't. Well, if you let me continue. So the queen replied,
But can you make him charming in time for tonight's ball?
Paul, what's going on around here?
I'm a pageant consultant, not a miracle worker. But don't you worry. I'll get him charming enough that at least one of those princesses will consent to marry him.
Marry who? Marry me?
Well, you see, Percival, it's high time you got married, and tonight you will be meeting eligible princesses from the surrounding kingdoms.
But, Dad!
No buts. Our minds are made up, aren't they, Millie?
Yes, they are, Bertram.
Although, I'll miss not having you around to make me crepe Suzettes.
Bertram!
What? He makes a great crepe Suzette.
Listen, Kingy Poo and Queenie, I'm sure I can help them. At least those princesses will just be scrambling to marry Pete here by the time I'm done with him.
Percival,
Well, the princesses have arrived and are now waiting outside for a quick introduction. Would you mind giving him a quick lesson on charm? And fast, just to get him through introductions.
Sure thing. Listen up, Harry.
First of all,
Whatever. Okay. Now, you need to have a good smile. All charming people have a good smile. Now, let me see those teeth, Paxton. That will have to work for now. Not everybody can have a charming smile like mine, now can they? Now, for your posture. Straight up, shoulders thrust back. You stop smiling, never stop smiling.
but smiling like this hurts.
Being charming hurts, Pablo.
Not Pablo, Percival. Can't you get my name right even once?
Whatever, as long as you're smiling. That's it. Now for the wave.
Wave?
That's right, kid. All charming people wave. Let me show you.
That's charming.
I know it is, isn't it? Now you try. That will have to do for now, Parker.
First of all,
Make sure not to talk. Charming people don't need to talk. Brevity is the soul of wit.
Then you must be the least charming person I know.
Really, Penelope? That's all. I've done all I can for now. Send in the princesses. Remember, smile, standing straight, and wave, wave, wave.
how many princesses are there? Will this take long? I was preparing a batch of sourdough bread that was about ready to go in the oven.
You're not smiling, Paxton.
Percival, Percival, Percival. You know what? Never mind.
There are 6 princesses, my liege.
Only 6 princesses?
That's funny. You think everybody would be clamoring to marry Prince Charmless over there.
Hey, at least I can tell a pate from a terrine.
Whatever. You're not smiling, Patsy.
Quite right, Penny. Smile, smile, smile. Show me those pearly whites, Peter.
Really? So few princesses. And I ordered chefs to prepare all those party-sized quiches too.
Quiches? So that's where all the tarragon went. I bet Chef used the last of the Roquefort cheese, too.
Your Majesties, I'm afraid there's currently a shortage of princesses in the surrounding kingdoms. An evil ogre has been abducting them as of late.
An ogre? Abducting princesses? Oh dear. Well, send in these 6 princesses one at a time for a formal introduction before lunch.
Very good, Your Majesties. Send out the first princess. You there.
Me? Announce the princesses?
Why not? You've just been sitting there this entire time.
Yeah, but I'm the one telling the story.
Come on, no excuses. Send out the first princess.
All right. Presenting to your royal graces, Princess Pansy.
Welcome, Princess Pansy. We hope you'll enjoy your stay in our kingdom.
How can I? I broke a nail getting out of the carriage. Major bummer, right?
Yes, it sure is a major bummer. The next princess.
Presenting your royal highness, Princess Portia.
Keep smiling, Patrick.
That's like funny, because I so thought his name was like Percival or whatever.
It is.
So, are you thinking Evening Rose or Enchanted Sunset? Because I'm thinking Evening Rose is more fashionable for spring, but Enchanted Sunset does have sparkles in it.
I think you should just stay away from nail polish. I think the fumes might have gone to your head.
Don't even talk like that. I shiver to think of a world without nail polish. How does that saying go? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of nail polish?
I don't think it quite goes like that.
How do you do, Princess Portia?
As well as can be expected, considering. Well, all of you can bow to me if you like.
Well, you certainly look nice, young lady.
I am rather ravishing, aren't I? I am not one to brag, but my friends do tell me that I am the most beautiful princess to ever live, and the fairest of them all.
You do have, super small pores.
All of you can bow to me again if you like. I do not wish to be worshipped, but my friends do inform me that beauty and intelligence such as mine are meant to be worshipped.
Yes. Well, shall we bring out the next princess?
Presenting, must you bother? I mean, my friends, or all the princes, do tell me that all the princesses pale in comparison to myself.
Presenting Your Royal Highness, Princess Priscilla.
Adieu. Adieu.
Excuse you.
I'm sorry. I'm allergic to dust. Must be this old castle. Adieu. Or it could be your perfume. Or pollen from that open window. Or mold. Hey, any of you use fabric softener?
What exactly are you allergic to, Princess Priscilla?
Oh, just bee stings, bee products, dairy products, cats, dogs, and a few other things.
Maybe we should have asked what she isn't allergic to.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll just put this dust mask on. Well, I've got all the allergens.
Shall I call out the next princess? Do. Presenting Princess Philippa.
Get out of my way, sport.
Welcome to all.
Yeah, whatever. So where's this Prince Percival?
Here I am.
Get out of my way, Pipsqueak.
Stop it! You might, break my other nail. And, I don't think I could take the stress of breaking 2 nails in one day.
Stop whining, Pipsqueak, or I'll give you something real to whine about. Understand?
I'm allergic to bullies.
How can you be allergic to bullies?
I don't know. They make my stomach feel funny.
Let's bring out the next princess, shall we?
Presenting Surf. What are you doing here?
But I want Chase to marry Prince too, even if he is charmless.
You can't marry Prince Charmless in the story, sir. Now go, or I won't finish.
Fine.
Now, presenting Your Royal Highness, Princess Prunella. Princess Prunella, welcome!
Do excuse me, I'm currently working on my Latin.
Latin? How commendable!
My sincere gratitude for your amiable and cordial salutation.
Wow. You use a lot of big words. The biggest word I know is memorizing, and that's because my favorite lipstick shade is memorizing mauve.
Wow. That is so interesting, Princess Prunella. And you're very welcome, Princess Prunella.
Now, if you're not wholly affronted, I would appreciate returning to my enthralling studies forthwith.
Of course, Princess Prunella. Next princess, please.
Presenting Your Royal Highness, Princess Pandora.
Whoopsie! Oh, sorry. I'm a little bit clumsy.
Only a little?
Allow me!
Hi, Prince Charming. You see that smile on my face? So perfect, so charming.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Prince Charming.
Only too happy to be assistants to such a lovely princess as yourself.
Stay back. Prince Charming is mine.
I wouldn't bother setting your eye on Prince Charming, Princess Philippa. I am not one to boast, but my acquaintances do remind me that I am rather ravishing, and I'm certain that they would agree with me when I say that he wouldn't even notice you in my presence.
Do you want to see how ravishing you would be with a broken nose?
Eek! That would be even worse than a broken nail. At least I think it would be.
Prince Charming, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
Well, I just got done defeating an evil giant, and I thought I might stop by before my afternoon fencing practice to be of service. That's what charming princes do best, right? You can stop now. I hear there is a charmless princess in dire need of my assistance, but I have trouble believing that your lovely daughter here, Penelope, isn't it?
Yes?
I have trouble believing that your lovely daughter could possibly be uncharming. Can I call you Penny, Penelope? 2-syllable names are the new noun.
Told you so.
Of course.
I thought you did not want to be called Penny.
And I thought you were supposed to be smiling.
Well, actually, Charming,
That's my nickname. You can call me Cuthbert, Your Grace.
I can. Cuthbert.
Prince Charming stay? He was a wonderful example of a charming prince.
That is a wonderful idea. Prince Cuthbert, you must stay for tonight's ball.
Must he?
Yes, he must, and take notes.
Well, I have to get up early tomorrow morning to defeat a dragon, but I suppose I can stick around for a little ball. As long as you think, well, as long as the ladies think I should stay for the ball.
Yes, Prince Charming! So, when is lunch? I'm getting hungry. You don't want to see me when I'm hungry. I get mean. You wouldn't want to see me mean.
Oh, certainly not. Shall we go to lunch?
What's on menu? Can we come to lunch? I'm starving.
Come on, you two. I'll give you another roll. You're interrupting the story.
I warn you, although I don't claim to be a gourmet, my friends do tell me that I have an exquisite taste when it comes to food.
I'll be fine, as long as you're not serving anything with gluten, dairy, or nuts, or most fruits, vegetables, and meat. They give me trouble with my digestion.
No carbohydrates, no dairy, no meat, no fruits, no vegetables? What do you eat?
Mostly turnips. Believe me, it gets really boring after a while.
What's wrong with turnips? They're a great and nutritious and delicious root vegetable.
Come along, we want to hear the story.
How dare you slight turnips, the greatest of all root vegetables?
Perhaps you might be so amiable as to escort me to the library to conclude my studies prior to my midday sustenance. I still haven't practiced my Greek.
Of course, Princess Prunella. Come, everyone, to the library and to lunch.
And so they went to lunch.
Poor Prince Charmless.
I know. I really hope Prince Charmless got to make that batch of sourdough bread that was rising. Nothing is worse than trying to make a batch of bread and being interrupted.
No, I mean poor Prince Charles because of all those dreadful princesses. I wouldn't want to marry any of them.
Me either. You would be much better off with a hard-working serf like me.
Serf, you can't marry Prince Charmless.
Why not? I'm just saying if you wanted a non-traditional postmodernist ending, that serf marrying the prince would be a good twist.
Yeah, if you don't want to hear how the story really ends.
But we do. Quiet, sir, and let the minstrel tell the story.
Just like a feudal lady. Have to repress me in the story as well in real life. I need a new profession.
Ever considering being a minstrel?
And the benefits are?
Well, let's see. No pay, no shelter, near starvation, no dental, and no retirement plan.
I think I'd stick to being a serf. At least we have a decent healthcare plan.
Serf, really, you know very well there is no healthcare plan in the Middle Ages.
No healthcare? This really is the Dark Ages. I can't wait till the Renaissance.
Come on now, let's finish the story, shall we? What happened next?
Well, the princesses gathered in the courtyard in the hopes of watching Prince Cuthbert at his fencing practice. I'm so sorry I spilled that water on you at lunch, Princess Portia. I'm a little bit accident prone.
Only a little accident prone, Princess Pandora?
It's a good thing you didn't spill any water on me. I'm allergic to water. At least I think I am.
Yeah, and good thing you didn't spill anything on me at lunch. Would have been the last thing you ever did, squirt, if you had.
I do not feel that I'm particularly forgiving, but my associates do remind me that I'm of very noble nature.
That said, really, it is one thing that you only accidentally spill water, but you managed at lunch to shatter your plate, 2 crystal goblets, break the salad tongs, and drop the strawberry shortcake.
You are real lucky I don't like strawberry shortcake, Squirt.
Like I said, only a bit accident-prone, Princess Pandora.
At least she didn't chip the top coat of her nail polish. That would be, like, really tragic.
So, where is this Prince Charming, huh? I hate waiting for anything. Waiting makes me bored, and being bored makes me want to punch something.
Yeah, he needs to hurry out here. I, so need to get my pedicure in before tonight's big ball.
Greetings, princesses. Can I be of any assistance? Or wait, let me guess. You're waiting for Prince Charming to come out for his fencing practice.
Even his name sounds dreamy. Just thinking about him.
Hey, don't faint on me, but you do have a good point. He's everything a prince should be.
I'm not one to boast.
Oh, certainly not.
But my friends do tell me that I am the epitome of a princess. Just as Prince Charming is the epitome of a prince. What did you say?
I hope he didn't notice my broken nail.
He will certainly notice a broken arm if you don't stop talking about your stupid nail, Pipsqueak.
I'm actually allergic to a lot of princes, but not Prince Charming. He's dreamy.
Do you think he noticed me?
I'm sure he did, Princess Pandora. You're hard to miss.
Yeah, I mean, spilled the soup course all down his tunic at lunch.
I was just trying to give him another ladle of soup. It's the thought that counts.
I don't know. Steaming hot tomato bisque landing in your lap counts for something, I would say.
Will you please be quiet? I am trying to do my afternoon math lesson. And believe me, calculus is hard enough without being distracted by all of your yakking.
Don't worry, Princess Pandora. Accidents happen.
Unless you are Princess Pandora, then you are perpetually an accident waiting to happen.
Actually, that's why Prince Cuthbert isn't out yet. He's changing his tunic now. But I'm sure he'll be down in a second, Your Highnesses.
Prince Charming not down yet? A pity. I would have liked a little nibble of Prince Alfresco before the journey back.
Pardon me, sir, but can we be of any assistance to you? What did you say your name was?
Ogre.
You're an ogre?
I'm allergic to ogres.
No, my first name is Og and my last name is But coincidentally, I am also an Og. Listen, ladies, I'm looking for some princesses.
I'm sorry, but there don't seem to be any princesses around here, right, Penelope?
Nope, none.
Nonsense! Princess Penelope, Paige, I am not one to toot my own horn, but my many suitors tell me there is no mistaking my royal lineage.
Yeah, Princess Penelope. Why would you tell Mr. Ogre here that we were, not princesses? Oh, wait a minute. Ogre? That sounds like ogre. Kind of like that terrible, evil monster that has been kidnapping the princesses in surrounding kingdoms, huh?
Terrible, evil monster. I prefer malevolent, malicious monster. Better alliteration.
Nice going, Princess Pansy, Princess Portia.
All right, princesses. Let's not make this any more unpleasant than it needs to be. Single file.
Oh, bother. This kidnapping is most inconvenient. This means I'll never finish my mid-afternoon calculus now.
Can I be excused from being kidnapped? I already told you I'm allergic to ogres. Look, I'm breaking out in hives.
Don't worry, Princess Prunella, Princess Priscilla. I'd like to know what this ogre is going to do with us if we don't go.
Well, let's see. I'll most likely suck out your blood and crush your bones to death.
Does anybody have any calamine lotion? Princess Pandora? Princess Portia? Anyone?
Do you think I might be allowed to go get my books? It would really put me behind on my studies if I don't.
Get into a line, now.
Don't worry, Princess Prunella. I brought along plenty of nail files. If you get bored, you can always file your nails.
I don't think I'm going to greatly enjoy being kidnapped.
I get that coming a lot, which is surprising since I tried to make the kidnapping process as easy and pleasant as possible for everyone. Now into a line.
am not surprised. I have been told by my many admirers that if there ever was a beautiful princess worthy of capture by some terrible, evil monster, then I was she.
I already told you, I prefer malicious, malevolent monster. And stop your yakking and get into a line, ladies, or you could scream for help. Although if you did that, I would have to kill all of you here right now.
Sorry. I'm a little bit accident prone.
You better watch it, Princess Pandora, or you'll have more than an ogre to worry about.
I'm not one to brag, but my friends do tell me that I'm quite the leader. Shouldn't I be at the head of the line?
I set all of you into a line.
What, me too?
I set all the princesses.
But I'm not a princess.
Oh, really?
No, Mr. Ogre, sir. Paige really isn't a princess.
Quiet, Princess Penelope. You've already lied once today.
Princess Penelope isn't lying. Can't you tell that Paige isn't endowed with the grace or poised to be a princess?
Watch it, Squirt.
Sorry.
Don't take me for some dim-witted troll. Her name is Paige, which alliterates with princess, meaning clearly that she is a princess.
It's just a coincidence that my name alliterates with princess. I'm just the daughter of Sir Winfred, the palace fencing teacher.
You're pretty, sensible, and a charming liar. You're the best princess out of them all!
What? Yeah, right. I bet she doesn't speak 5 languages or do scientific notation in her head.
I'm not one to crow, but I've been told that I'm a very fair princess indeed.
Princess? Ha! I could bench press that runt with one arm.
Yeah, I admit Paige is cool, but she really isn't a princess.
Quiet! All of you! You know, the other princesses never gave me this much trouble. Now into a line, all of you, including Princess Paige.
Very well, but I really am not a princess.
No talking. Not one word, or I'll knock you out and put you in a burlap sack. Which, believe me, I don't want to do. It's hard to keep princesses well preserved if you transfer them that way.
Oh dear, that would so smudge my lipstick, not to mention what it might do to my hair.
I'm allergic to being knocked unconscious.
I'm not one to brag, but my friends do tell me Princess Portia the Perfect. That's what they say, Princess Portia the Perfect.
Sure it isn't Princess Portia the Pestilence?
Princess Portia the Perfect. You can be silent unlike any other. This silence is the great. Some princesses need to sleep proud. But you, Princess Portia, you can keep silent. Yes, sirree. You see, Ogre, I don't go on and on and on about nothing. Oh yes, Princess Portia can hold her tongue. She's as silent as a mouse.
Will you be quiet? Now come on! That way! Go! March! Ah!
Thank you.
Soon Prince Cuthbert came to his fencing practice, followed closely by Queen Millicent, King Bertram, the royal advisor, and pageant consultant Madame Muzette, and lastly, a reluctant Prince Charmless.
We can't tell you how delighted we are that you're staying for the ball tonight, Prince Charming.
No, Queen Millicent. It's a pleasure to be a guest of such a lovely and gracious a hostess as yourself. And you can call me Cuthbert, remember?
Of course I do, Cuthbert.
Yes. Well, shouldn't you start fencing or something?
I think we should, but we don't have any helmets big enough for his massively oversized head.
Don't you have some potatoes you should be peeling in the kitchen along with the staff, Prince Charmless?
I never peel potatoes. I simply lightly brush the skin off with a brush.
Listen, Peabody.
First of all,
Whatever. You could learn a lot from this Prince Charming, starting with his fashion sense. Listen, Prince Cuthbert, I love that tunic on you.
It's the new now, isn't it?
Took the words right out of my mouth, kid. Prince Charming here could also teach you a thing or two about fencing.
Such as how not to drop a sword for starters.
I'd sooner intentionally overcook oatmeal than learn defense from him.
Really, Percival?
Naturally, I'd love to assist Prince Charmless here. Part of being charming is assisting the less fortunate and needy.
I think you are in need of popping that massive head of yours.
Percival!
Ready to get started, Payne?
Shouldn't we wait for the princesses to arrive?
Yes, what's the point in showing off? There's nobody to show off for, eh, there, Charming?
Since you have nothing to show off, I wouldn't expect you to understand, Charmless. Now, where are the adoring masses?
Oh, why, Paige, there you are. Just in time to watch Prince Cuthbert and my son Percival fence.
Are you all right, Paige?
Why, Paige, you look as white as a sheet.
Dilated pupils, increased heart palpitations, trouble breathing. I say she has the classic symptoms of DID.
What's that?
DID, you know, damsel in distress.
Princesses, kidnapped by ogre, barely escaped.
What was that, Paige?
The princesses were in the courtyard waiting for Prince Charming.
Sounds credible.
When an ogre came, he told them to line up and follow him.
What's ever for?
To kidnap them.
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them?
But some of them were so irritating. I mean, that's dreadful.
Princess Pansy, Princess Portia, Princess Priscilla, Princess Prunella, Princess Pandora, Princess Philippa, and even your sister, Percival, Princess Penelope.
Penelope, my baby!
Your Majesties, this is indeed dreadful news. Most tragic.
I'll say, this will make for tonight's ball a complete bore without any princesses.
I ran away while the ogre was distracted.
Wait. How was he distracted?
Well, Princess Pandora tripped and fell on Princess Pansy, who broke a nail and whined so much that Princess Philippa started threatening him. A complete fiasco. Those princesses are almost better to escape from than the ogre. I mean, yes, I was very lucky.
Well, I think you were very brave, Paige.
Thanks, my Percival. I mean, my Majesty. I mean, your Majesty.
Paige, did the ogre explain what he planned to do with the princesses?
He plans to eat them.
How dastardly!
Horrendous!
Most inconvenient.
Bloody horrific!
Worse than an improperly poached egg.
Absolutely perfect!
Huh?
Don't you see? This is a perfect opportunity for Paco here to go on a little quest.
Go on a quest?
What could be more heroic than defeating ogres and saving princesses? Eh, Prince Charming?
Yeah, sure. Great. A quest. Doesn't someone have to rescue Paige?
Well, somebody has to rescue Penelope. Oh, and the other princesses, too.
Great. It's settled. Prince Charmless is rescuing the princesses. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. But where are you going, Prince Cuthbert?
I have other pressing engagements.
But surely you must want to go with my son Percival here. You wouldn't want him to get all the glory now, would you?
Of course not. I have every intention of going.
Does he have to come?
Now, Percival, you should feel happy for the assistance of Prince Charming over here.
And I'm coming too.
I will not have some helpless damsel obstructing our likely arduous journey.
Well, do you know where the princesses are being held?
No.
So how did you plan on rescuing them if you didn't know where to look? This helpless damsel escaped from the ogre's lair. I'm the only one who can show you where the princesses are being held. As for the helpless part, my dad, Sir Winfred, taught me how to fence. I can take care of myself. In fact, I'm probably better with a blade than Prince Charmless over here is. No offense, Percival.
None taken.
And maybe even you if you'd care to fight a duel with me to find out.
That will not be necessary. I can concede the necessity of having you tag along on this rescue mission.
I'm sorry you have to go along, Paige. I wouldn't want you in any real danger.
Really?
I mean...
Then it's settled. Prince Charming, Prince Charmless, Paige, and myself will embark on a rescue mission.
Are you sure that you want to go on a quest, Mademoiselle?
I'm still teaching Paco how to be charming, remember?
That is so kind of you.
Besides, Prince Charming will keep me out of harm's way, won't you, darling?
Yeah, sure. Naturally.
Well, then come along to the ogre's lair.